Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to...
Taking the shot on the first play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
There he goes. Open it up. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Out of the shotgun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Garrett. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Rebels! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Harris back to pass. They're trying to get to him. And he'll be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Takes the easy one to the back. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. With jet sweep pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking for room. It's Turner. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. No huddle here for the offense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
The run from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now.
Can't hang on. He muffs it. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Harris will throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're bringing heat. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working the middle, it's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. The Rebels in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets it out fast. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Galladay. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Rebels are flying down the field.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Harris back to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll fire. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Using the quick game. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's a fumble on the play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Harris will throw. He unleashes a long one. He caught it. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So an 82-yard drive there. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the zone.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Harris back to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 45.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And he's got him set up. Defense finally gets him out of bounds at the 3.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Trying to pound their way in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the punishment has been extended. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Makes one man miss. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here.
And this defense is maxed out. Another sack. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. And it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Ready? Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break.
Rolling, 325.
The give to the tailback. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, Dave.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Catch in the middle. It's Galladay. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Let's go!
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Glenn. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. On the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Makes the grab down the left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle. It's Galladay. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Glenn. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Get set. Ready.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Turner. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of a way with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. And this game is well in hand.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on second down. Harris will throw. Coming after him. And they got him for the sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And it's slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A third and long coming up here.
3:25.
He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out.
Oh, look out! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play